Hello there, tarot friends. Happy Sunday. Happy US Mother's Day. And happy 4-year Channelversary to me. Thank you for hanging out with us. Us being me and all my charming personalities. Tammy Pie, hello. Thank you for being here today. Maria, I was just thinking about you the other day. This is so amazing that you are here. I miss you a ton. My sweet friend Sandra is here. Thank you for hanging out with us. Tom, hello. Early Ritual. I was watching Austin Osmond Spare. Is that the name? I don't know. I know I mentioned it last time, and then I finally started watching it. I think it was yesterday. But anyway, if you all are not subscribed to Tom at Early Ritual, please go check him out. Yes, so today is Mother's Day here, and I've had a beautiful day. And again, it's only, 2 p.m. here. So we have, hours left of fun, relaxing Mother's Day stuff to do. But I'm going to talk a little bit about my Mother's Day morning and everything like that. But yeah, so I don't know the day right offhand that I started my channel, but it was Mother's Day that particular year. So it was May 2020. I just don't know the day, right? Because it changes like whatever second Sunday or whatever. But yeah, I have a picture of me in like a constellation star shirt right in front of the guitars holding Max. Because if you go back to like my early videos when I was doing recorded, you'll see like the intro video and song. And Ryan composed that song for me, special for my channel. So back in the day when I was fancy, and I wouldn't really edit the videos anyway, but I would put like an opener and a closer on them at least. And that was nice. The GoPro days, remember all my camera troubles? Anyway, so yeah, it was Mother's Day of 2020, and Ryan gifted me the time to start my channel. So it's amazing. And I'm so happy to be with you all here again on a Sunday afternoon. And I promise that the next time you see me, whenever that is, I don't know if it'll be next Sunday or the one after, but whenever you see me again here on a Sunday, we will start the shadow walk. I promise. I just didn't realize when I promised last time that I'd be kind of bumping up against Mother's Day, and I didn't want to do that today because, again, the first one's kind of heavy, and we are going to do it and be strong, but just not today. Let's see. My sweet friend Pamela Bachelor's in the house. Hello, hello. I was just thinking about you when I was upstairs going through some certain decks. I brought just a bunch of random fun stuff down here. Last Sunday, I wasn't here, but I got together with a couple tarot friends in a Zoom, and I had New Choice Tarot de Marseille and Antiquities of Magic Oracle down here already. And I'd also had decks from last time I was here with you all already down here. So I cleaned up a little bit today, and then I brought down, I had Mildred down here as well. And then I think I brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more decks today, just random stuff, because that's what my collection is. And I figure we can just look at cards and, maybe do a few impromptu readings or whatever we feel like doing. But anyway, I digress. I brought fun stuff. Where's Chris? I saw him. There he is. Hello. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you are all having an awesome weekend. Let's see. Lies, all lies. Oh, about shadow walking, probably. I was like, wow, I'm not going to go dark side on Mother's Day. So, but I am really excited about it. I think it will be amazing, if I do say so myself, and useful. Just really want to kind of dig in. But I was like, you know what? Not today. Not today. So this morning, let's see. Both kids slept through the night. Max typically does, but I just have to say both. It makes it sound so much better. Typically, Vela will wake up once and want to move down to the big girl bed. So there's like mattress situation on the floor. Whenever I say mattress on the floor, it sounds like an unmade bed, like just a mattress, but do you know what I mean? It's a bed on the floor. It's a floor bed. Anyway, she sleeps in her crib to start, but she's getting used to her new big girl bed. So anyway, she will oftentimes wake up once and want to move down there, and then I have to like pretend sleep for like 10 minutes until she falls asleep again, and then I leave. But still, it's a wake up. And last night it was just solid. Everyone all through. No one woke me up for anything. So that was wonderful. Then this morning, got up. Ryan made his own breakfast. He usually makes me breakfast on the weekends anyway, but he's starting a new food plan. So I told him, I'm like, just do your stuff and don't worry about it. When the kids get up, um, we'll dive in. Vela was already up, I think. But anyway, had a slow coffee and watched This Old House because that's what we do on a weekend. And then I made the kids breakfast and then I ate with them. And then we went on a family hike. So it was super fun. And I might post pictures in the group just because. And yeah, it was so nice. Like we would go to the same place that Ryan would usually go on a Saturday, but there's like a flat-ish trail that just is a circle around a lake. And there's a couple little offshoots from it as well. So we did like part of the circle and then a little offshoot that like loops back, went up the other side to see the other trail, all these things. So it was really nice. And it was like the perfect day. I think it's going to be like 73 here today, but this morning it was a little bit cooler, which is nice for me because I don't like to be like actively sweating. Anyway, I mean, I'll put up with it, but it was the perfect morning Mother's Day walk. I think we must have left here around 10:30 or something. So I don't know. It was still like nice, crisp morning air and all of that. And then we came home and had a little lunch and watched some Gilmore Girls. That's our family show right now. We just finished up with, what was it? What we're watching. We call it Doug and Carrie, but King of Queens. Anyway, basically a family show. Anyway, we're watching Gilmore Girls now, which is just like one of the happiest shows ever. It's joyful. So anyway, Chris says, took me a stupid amount of effort to get this casted onto the TV, but we're all good now. Hey, folks that have said hi. Hope you're all okay. Sorry, I'm late. Just back from walking the pups. You're not late at all. You popped on like right with everyone else. So you're doing great. And I appreciate you being here. Yes, hope the dogs are doing well. I love their Instagram updates of, I can't think what it's called. The singing competition you posted. It must have been yesterday. Oh, creaky, creaky, creaky floor all around. Okay, anyway. Are they going? Oh, it's me. There's a notification on my phone, but the studio camera is like pointed right at me. So I was like, maybe they're going outside and it won't be so creaky, but actually it's just me setting off the camera down here. Goodness gracious. And when I sat down, I like bumped my notebook into Ryan's train and it like fell off the track. And I was like, oh God, trying to fix all the things. Talk about equipment adventure. I was like knocking over trains and Ville over here. Anyway, that's how my day has been so far. It's been super awesome. And yeah. Oh, wait, I see people saying hi to Tony, but I missed her. There she is. I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone else. Okay. Sometimes all the tarot names in my head start mixing together, and then after I see them once, it's like I just think I already said hi to you or something because it's like I'm watching someone else's live and their chat. Does that make sense? It's just weird. Hello, Tony. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Okay, so yeah, it was a great morning. Chris says they're great, Sandra, but we are all tired today. The solar ship that's going is knocking us all for 6. What does that mean? What does that phrase mean? That's fun. Knocking us all for 6. We're not bothered by floorboards. Well, that's good. I have a lot of very active people in my house. Pamela's asking Chris, did you see any northern lights where you are? Do you know what? It was crazy here. I have never seen them in person before, and I saw them. We saw them, was it Friday night? Today's Sunday. I don't know. Night before last night was Saturday night. So yeah, it must have been Friday night. And we could see purple and green here out just out our back window. Some people drove around to like find a better spot. We were getting ready for bed and I didn't even really know what was happening. And I just happened to look outside, or 5 minutes prior to that, I was checking my phone, clearing all the notifications before I put it on the charger. And I was like, wait, people in Holt, which is where I grew up. It's about 45 minutes from here. Like, wait, people from Holt are posting northern lights, you know? And so I just opened our bedroom curtains and we could see some. So it was really nice. It was relatively faint, but it was super amazing. And yeah, apparently last night they were supposed to be visible as well, but it was kind of cloudy here and they didn't start until like midnight, 12:30, and we're like way too old for that. So anyway, it's been nice. Oh, good. Chris could see them. Yeah. Super crazy northern light activity going on. Beck is here. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Tom couldn't see them there where he has too much light pollution in NYC. Yeah, man. I heard they were supposed to be like as far south as Alabama, which is pretty south for here. It's, you know, you go to the bottom of Alabama, you're in the ocean. So Pamela says the lights were even here in the mountains of North Carolina. That's amazing. Hold on. Where'd Robin go? Oh, glad you're here. Just woke from a napping nightmare. Oh, that's terrible. I'm glad we're here for you too, because I know what it's like to wake up in that and not be able to like shake something. So you're here and you're safe with friends. Okay, Sandra is saying a sprocker. What is that? Oh my gosh, it makes me think of, oh, she explains. Like a Springer Spaniel, a Cocker Spaniel named Felix. Isn't that adorable? It makes me think of Sprocket, who is the dog on Fraggle Rock. And that was my favorite dog for like the first, I don't know how many years of my life. Couldn't get any better than Sprocket. Okay. So we have absolutely no plan. We're just going to flip through some cards and look at pretty things, and we can do some questions if you want. This would be the first time that I am by myself, not part of an event, that I'm doing readings on TarotTube. So like when I've been on with other people, I've paired up and done readings, or when Regina did that like around the world thing, I can't remember what it's called, but I took one of those time slots and I did readings that day. But if we want to do that and just kind of play around, yeah, I didn't want to put that in the title because I just didn't want a bunch of people showing up, because it's a friend day. It's a friend day. Okay. Yes, big messy Sprocket, and he was always freaking out about the Fraggles, and owner guy was like, oh, Sprocket, you're so silly. There's nothing over there. Anyway, Fraggle Rock is the best. I definitely own it on DVD. It was my first AI nightmare. I bought a Volkswagen Beetle with a self-parking software. Oh no, I already don't like this. I got out of it gabbing away with a friend and let it park itself, and I didn't notice where it parked. Oh no. Chris says, ooh, yes, we love about readings and such. I can only imagine. I have recurring dreams, not like the same scene or anything, but where I like the brakes don't work in a car. And it's never like a full speed like crash and I die or like something terrible, but it's just like the anxiety of a really slow, like a really distressing situation. It's not like tragic, but it's just this like thankfully now I don't have as many nightmares as I used to. Thankfully now it's just this like maybe once every few months I have this dream that I can't stop the vehicle I'm in. And it's never my actual vehicle. Well, I don't remember, but it's usually not. And I just can't stop it. It's like, um, it's just so stressful. Okay. Yeah, it's Tony singing. I'm not gonna sing. I was singing earlier, right before I got on here. 9 to 5 by Alanis Morissette. Don't know why it's in my head. Is it even called that? If I show up at 10 past 6, will I? It's a great song. It's a great song. Pamela, I don't think it is a mommy dream. I feel like I had it before that. That's a good question. I feel like I had it before that by a couple years. And I do think when I have it, I think it's about like personal stresses, like I'm just not fully in control. Like I'm mostly in control, but I just can't control that last little bit. I think it's something like that. Let's have a sip. The Alanis song, it says, or Tony singing Fraggle Rock. So the Alanis song that's in my head, it might be called 9 to 5. It's definitely on Jagged Little Pill. Visiting hours are 9 to 5, and if I show up at 10 past 6, will I? Anna Cruz says that's what that is. Already know. Blah, 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 blah. It goes on. Okay, anyway. Alanis was one of my first albums. Remember that day Shauna was here and she saw my little hoodie writing? We had this talk. That's so exciting because I wore that out. I still own it, actually, the very same one. Remember how I said take a sip and then I didn't do it, but I got excited. Okay. So this is so weird. I never asked for questions to know. I'm like, wait, what is happening? Don't know how to start anything, but we'll just kind of do one at a time. And Tammy Pie says, will my next vacation be a success? Okay. What is that? Jack Sprocket deck. What? What is happening? So what I'm holding right now is a Lenny. This isn't what I'm going to use for the reading, but I did bring one down and I'll show you in a minute. It's sort of Michigan-ish, but it's not. It's by M. Witherspoon from 2020, Rustic Roots. You know this? She's in like Wisconsin or Canada, something like with that like northern Midwest vibe. Remember, I love the song You Ought to Know because I had an F-bomb. So anyway, we'll look at this in a bit. Jack Sprocket deck. Okay, so this is a thing. Pamela is gathering things from chat and it's making her think about a deck, and I have no idea what that is. Okay, so what are we going to use for? What's even in here? Oh, I did bring down this, I think it's called, this is a fun game. I'm so professional. I think it's called the Alchemy deck by somebody, Buckland. This, when Robin shows that deck he loves, this is a great story. It always makes me think of this. I bought this secondhand maybe 4 or 6 months ago now. It comes with some cards that have different spreads on them. The backs are kind of sweet. And I feel like we're going to use these today. I want that deck that Robin has because I feel like it just wants to be with this one so much. Because look at all the little extras. So yeah, Raymond Buckland is this person's name. I just don't know for certain what it's called. I love, you know me, I love when there's just, um, I think it's just awesome when there's a bunch of extra stuff. Oh, but Robin says, I don't think you'd like it because it's filled with anthropomorphic figures. And I know I'm moving the computer. Sorry, it's too close to my face. And I know you don't get on with them. Very fair point. But I do think that I don't care in this particular situation because everything else, like the style of it, is just amazing. Shagging in a puddle. What is happening? What? Oh, I didn't even see this. I did not even look at the people at all. I was staring at this little kind of star chart situation over here. This is how nerdy I am. I just don't even see the sex happening. Like, what are you talking about? But it's true. It's right there. Oh, it's like a river, right? Or a lake. I do kind of see an edge. It is like a lake. Okay. Anyway, aren't these cool? But yes, Robin, very fair point. But I think I just love the look of it so much that I think those, the mixy matchy animal people are okay. I think it's going to be okay. Isn't that crazy? I'm still just thinking about it, but man, every time he shows it, it makes me think of this. And I just envision this huge, obnoxious map of cards that I could make. Also, check out this like beast. This is like a super, okay, I'm just going to show you. Is it like part man, part animal because he's like covered in fur, like absolutely covered. And then he's got like this unicorn situation going on. What is happening? Oh, Robin says maybe I can get a copy your way, but I need to remember your mailing address. You are so sweet. You don't need to do that. But I have been thinking about it a ton. I'm sorry if the lighting's terrible. There's not really anything I can do. Aren't these just great though? Okay. And I feel like I should study this deck a little bit because what if I end up on crazy ass scavenger hunt with Hershey and I need to find a card with whatever this is happening? Look at this situation. What? Yeah, sacred geometry and astrology, all these things. People putting words to my ramblings right now. That's lovely. Thank you. That horn was ridiculously long. Yes, thank you for noticing these things. Jamie's here. Sip, sip, my life coach. Oh, the coffee is so good. It's so good. Simon, thank you for the Channelversary wishes. Where did 4 years go? Honestly, Max was like Vela. He was 2. And he had a cute little baby face. And I was telling others when they got here, we took a little picture in front of this guitar wall. And then I recorded my first video. It was like this whole thing. I don't know where 4 years went. It has been crazy. But also, I feel like I've known all of you for like 15 years. That's what I feel like. Time is so strange, right? Okay, so, and then some have like 2 pictures instead of like the star chart situation. Interesting, right? I don't really know all about it. There is a book. It's upstairs. We'll have to dive in later. But anyway, we're going to do Tammy Pie's question. And we're going to use this, I think, along with something else. Let me find. Oh, and I was thinking about Simon because he has the bigger one of these, or this is maybe a little smaller with the suns on it. Anyway, this came in a set when I was like a kid. I got this little like travel case set. And then I don't know what happened. But I didn't use them very much and they got like packed away, and probably like when I moved when I was in middle school, and then they're just a thing that has been around forever, but they're still like brand new sort of. And I love the zipper pull on it. It's like has edges, you know what I mean? Anyway, Simon has like the sister bag to this because I sent something in it. Purple paradoxical. Anyway, so many stories. Okay, these are all oracles, Deanne. So we're going to use creatures. No, it's not called that. It's called Everybody's Tarot is what we're going to use for Tammy Pie's question. So that's over here in a ghost bag. The cutest. Look at this one with the peace sign and the selfie. This is the same ghost I have on that one purse, yeah? Anyway. Yeah, way long from Kelly's chats. It's like, it's crazy. Y'all are my people. Okay, let's get this out of here. So ghosty bag. Ooh, sorry, that was loud. Fatima, hello. Blessings to you and happy Mother's Day. Okay, so it's secret question time. If you all want a reading to celebrate, this is the first time, again, for those of you popping in now, this is the first time I've done, I'm pretty certain, except for like collective, right? Readings on my site. My channel. What is this, 1998? Okay, on my site. What's it called? Geoscapes? Who is 40 like me and knows what I'm talking about? Geoscapes. What was that? My cousin had a website. It was like very, it was very progressive at the time. I'm like Kim, except for on slow motion, throwing cards everywhere, except for she is a boss at shuffling. Okay. Yes, so it is Mother's Day here. So I'm celebrating the fact that my channel started on Mother's Day. I don't exactly know the date, but it was May of 2020 and it was on Mother's Day. So that's why I'm here today. Okay, so I see one from Chris too. So will Tammy Pie's next vacation be a success? Let's see. I want them from different spots. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, those goes with those. Those goes with those. I'm hanging out with Vela too much. I just make up phrases. Allie's here. Hello. Thank you for hanging out with us, and thank you for the congratulations. Oh, look at Chris. May 10th of 2020. 5/10/20. That's cute, isn't it? It's super cute. May 11th is the day that I found out I was pregnant with Max. I mean, not that year, obviously. It was 2017. 10 days before we got married is when I found out. Okay, anyway, here we go for Tammy Pie. 5 of Swords is what this starts out with. Now, I did not set intentions like places for these. I'm just going to read them, open. So 5 of Swords is how this starts out. But this may be the point that you're needing to make that vacation happen. So maybe if the timing isn't set for it, that this is just saying it's time for you to do that, right? This could be any little thing. I know you are super busy and you are an MVP because I remember you said the other day that you watch your grandkids like 3 times a week. That's a lot, just all by itself. That's a lot. And then you said something about like appointments for your husband. So like maybe this is saying the question in full, I know, is will it be a success? This might be the preamble saying, okay, it's really time to do that. Kids are going to miss you a little bit, but you deserve to take your little sword and go somewhere. Okay. Then boundaries. Now I feel like because you're asking, this is obviously an oracle card. It came as a bonus with this deck. as opposed to this, well, I just mean not in the typical way of boundaries. I feel like this is you and your happy vacation bubble, right? You need this like spa day, library time, whatever that is for you, the happy place, will turn you into this backwards, will turn you into this amazing Queen of Pence unicorn, right? So really when I look at this and also knowing what I know, it's like, this is what needs to happen. My answer is yes, it will be successful. It's time. And even if it can't be time right now, it's time to set it. It's time to just make something happen, put it down on paper, buy the ticket, clear the schedule, whatever that is. So that looks amazing. And like it's high time for you to get a little recharge. I was living in sin. I was living in many sins, Tom. Many. See, like right now, a conversation just came into my head that I could tell you, but I'm like, is that too much information? It was the catalyst for when we decided to try to get pregnant. Let me know if you want to know. It's maybe, it's whatever. I talk too much, but it's fine. Okay. Okay, so this deck is, you need to tell us now. So we were driving home from, I don't know, breakfast or something, and our kid-free life, going to breakfast whenever we want, eating real slow, just taking our time. We probably went to Home Depot after that, just freedom. And I was like, we got engaged December 16th. No, hold on. December 17th, 2016. We got married. We planned the wedding in 5 months. We chose the date like that following week, like 2 days after Christmas, we went and booked the venue, and we set the date that day for May 21st, 2017. So sometime between like December and probably February, March of 2017, I was like, you know what? I do not want to be on my period when we get married. So I vote we get pregnant now. So I'm pregnant at the wedding, and then I won't have any single thing to worry about on that day. So that's what we did. Am I the best or am I the worst? Rolf Matson is here. Hello. Thank you for hanging out with us. And thank you for the anniversary wishes. Tammy Pie says, amazing reading. Perfect. Okay. Lovely. The deck is Everybody's Tarot by Sarah Kathleen. She has a Facebook group. I think her Facebook group is I was like, I will be legitimately really mad and it will ruin my day. And I know something that we can do about that. No, you didn't miss it again, Simon. I'm just a mess. This is why I have 10 friends, but it's the way I like it. So again, thanks for being here. Sarah Kathleen, Everybody's Tarot. Now, she currently has a Kickstarter going, and I have backed it. I think with the extras that I added on in this campaign, I think I will have everything that she has created, because she's amazing. And if you follow her page, I think it's called Sarah Kathleen Artist. She also has Creatures Tarot, which is all of... Now I can't find one. Are you kidding me? Creature, where are you? Okay, here's a creature arm. She has a Creatures Tarot that has all these people in it. She also has a set of playing cards that come with minis and different backs, blue backs and green backs. And of course, I have all 4 of those because I have to. There is one. Okay. This is a creature. And then and Creatures Tarot is black and white, I believe. And that's one I don't have at this point, but I think I put it in my add-ons for this current campaign. Creatures Tarot, she has like some playing card decks. She has the one she's doing now might even be a majors only of little like minis. I don't even remember. I don't know what I backed, but it's really cute. Anyway, I think if you go to Sarah Kathleen Artist on Facebook, I think that's how it is. She's just great. She does like wood burning things. She makes greeting cards. She does these doodles, like these design doodly things that they're just amazing. It's so comforting and like satisfying to see her work. Let's look at a few. Yes, Simon, it is super, super accessible. It's very open and simple, but RWS based. Look at the Empress. Look how cute. I love the little planetary stuff that she throws in. Oh, and then the 10 bonus cards in here, of course, I just mixed in. This is the indie original. I mean, they're all indie. This is the first edition of this one that's on this sort of like gritty cardstock that I absolutely love. This is the best riffler I have. It has the perfect amount of grip and slip. Okay, I'm gonna hashtag that. It's so amazing. The bottom is smooth and the upper part is like textured. It's so great. So Sandra said, just had a look. That deck is out of stock. I believe, so she does everything just in like little batches every time she does a Kickstarter. So there might be some in, yes, Mr. Men and Little Miss. Is that what they're called? Yeah. So Sandra, I'll keep an eye out on her page and stuff because I can't remember what she said will be available. But after a campaign, look at the Hermit. Oh, it's too much. Tony, I did think about it. The grip and slip. Are you worried about that? Are you worried about what's wrong with me? Oh, look, the Magician. This is a creature as well. So yeah, that could be very true and why I really gravitated toward this as well. It's super cute. It plays very well with Little Norman decks created by Robin. Grip and slip. It's really great. Rose quartz, obviously, bonus. Look at the 5 of Wands. Oh, yeah, I get so angry. This reminds me, my friend Rashawn that I used to work with in the office, he would say, you can be mad all day. You can be mad at me all day. Basically, just go on about your path. Interesting 4 pence, right? We have the presence of others. Anyway, let's go. Look at the 9 of Swords. His little flat emoji face. Okay, let me shuffle these up real good, and we're going to get to, I think, Chris's question. Let me go back. I'm terrible at this. Hi, thanks for hanging out. Okay, wait. Pamela looked and saw, I missed so many things. It's not Jack Sprocket, it's Joe Sparrow. Look what we did to Pamela's brain. We just said so many words at once that made a little picture in her head. She's like, wait, I know something. Chris was asking about something. Tom asked about, is it time to get a new car? And then I saw that he had to jump off, but I'm going to try to remember. I need to be old school and just write these down because I don't know how to start things. I don't know if I have that ability. La, la, la. So it was after this because I hadn't said yet. Fa, la, la. Northern Lights talk. Mm-hmm. Vela has started to do that now because I do it. It's like when Kelly Bear says, meow, meow. Shagging in a puddle. Sip, sip, not to be confused with grip and slip. Okay. Okay. What should Chris's focus be? Oh, I didn't do an oracle for Tammy Pie. We'll do that in a sec. Because I really want to. I want to use all the decks today. Watch. Oh, and I edged it in colorful everything. Because how fun is this deck? You would have to color the edges. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything. Listen. If you, well, I don't, the card stack isn't like this anymore, but it's still really good. You can bridge it in your hand. It never fails. It never fails. I love it so much. And it makes a little, like, little sketchy sounds. The best, the best, the best. And of course, people complained about it. Gosh. Get a big mess of these cards. It's okay. Avalanche. It's fine. As long as I don't knock the trains over again. Oh, Chris got a cute little reading. Okay. The focus this week is, I love doing readings. Four of Swords. Look at the swords tucked in the bed. That's adorable, right? Okay. So your focus this week, step back a little. Don't overexert. Tuck your swords in all nice and cozy. And then study. You get a bonus card. They're your favorite, I know, but is this not perfect for you? The study card? Look at. And then 4 cups. Did you have 4 cups the other day for something? I could be mixing up a lot of tarot tube in my head. 4 of Swords, study, and 4 cups. So the week is going to be sort of bookended by this idea of stability and comfort and contentment, right? In one way with the thoughts and in one way with the emotions, and that the study, perhaps if we're reading that like middle of the week, but I feel like just kind of an overall thing that that you're going to be content with just kind of, being in the books this week. Take some time for your fun stuff. I feel like definitely this is not work related, but it's more about take some like cozy home time and do like your fun, nerdy book stuff that you like to do. Or maybe get like black and white candle if you haven't done that yet. I know we were talking about that a few weeks ago. Like get into one of your to-do list items that has to do with all the, tarot world kind of stuff. Yeah. And then we'll do Tom so I don't lose this. I know he had to jump off, but it's cool. I can tell him at some point. We're going to riffle this again anyway because it's amazing. And I'm not at the bottom of the chat right now, so just bear with me because I don't want to lose anyone. How fun. I'm going to do oracles too in a sec. See, that bridge failed, but that's because I didn't do the riffle all the way. It's okay. Everything's okay. It's the best. Okay. So I'm going to leave that up so I can find it later. Well, already. Okay, so this is for Tom. 8 of Cups, yes. Time to look for a new card. Time to walk away from the current situation. Find something of, following heart's desire, time to look for a new car. Do take a little time to quiet time to yourself to figure out what's really best. Take in the advice, but then when it comes down to it, you have the hermit here. So don't rush into it. Take some time to think, and then use your steady, stable financial prowess to close the deal when the time comes. This says that there will be a good, wise decision that matches up with what you really want when the time comes. So yes, 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 and yes. Okay, now let's catch up on some oracles. I want to do one for Tammy Pie's vacation question with this little alchemy deck. It would make sense with all the little stuff included on it that's what it's called. I just don't quite remember. A different one with bloodstone. Okay, I thought we held this up earlier, but I didn't. So for Tammy Pies, I'm backtracking here a bit. Shelter for this, for the vacation question. There's a lot of symbolism going on here. Say holding. Okay, so this person is holding like a baby, but the head is like a sunburst. Okay. So shelter. So how do I read that? Their feet are in the water. There's like fire and air going on above, but it's shelter. Like you are in the world. It's like this protective feeling. And that maybe it says if you are actually traveling to go somewhere that go to a familiar place, maybe not time to be super adventurous and do a bunch of new activities or anything. So shelter, and remember the bubble from the boundaries card. So something that you're kind of familiar with that's going to just be easy for you to do. And then Chris's oracle card. I get so excited, I just forgot. Is execute. This is cool. So it says earth down here. Like some of them have a stone, some of them have an element. So execute, study, and execute. Those are your keywords. And then for Tom's car question, we have connect, the crazy picture that made me think about Hershey's scavenger hunts. Show us a card that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potion bottles on it. So for Tom's car situation, connect. So I feel like that goes with the hermit. Wait until you find, yes, it is the time, but wait until you find a vehicle that you really connect with. Okay. Oh, work, tarot, math. Scott, so much prep and learning to do. Don't get a self-parking VW. I saw that in my dream, Tom. This is amazing. Oh, Beck, it's no problem. There's no late ask. There's no time. I never even do this, so there's no rules. It's cool. Let's have a sip. Chris, bro, what are you studying? Going to get a visit from my supervisor this week. Okay. Chris, bro. It's so funny because it sounds like Max. You don't want those references. Hold on. Oh, Mr. Men books. I have some stashed away somewhere. A little mini set, just square with the white covers. Okay. We used to get the toys from Arby's. Do you all have Arby's? I don't know. I don't know what you have. But anyway, some people knock Arby's, but let me tell you, it is delicious, okay? And when I was little, they had like little like Happy Meal toys. And they were Mr. Men and Little Miss. I might have one floating around somewhere. I don't know. Oh, you line them up on the shelf. They spell out a title. I don't know. You all might have had a different. Oh, I mean, I got you. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. About that, reading applies to so many things. Yeah, and I feel like I know that, but I want you to be like in your like happy space too doing that. But I know you study everything. Okay. Perfect. I'm so glad to hear it. Okay, so yeah, Beck, no, I hope everything's okay. And no need to apologize. Okay, so let's see. Should we switch it up? Or are we really feeling this? I guess I only have one other real tarot deck down here. Is that true? We'll do other stuff with the other decks. We'll just play and play. Don't mind my hair, by the way. What is happening? I got layers the other day because I thought I was going to go somewhere social. I didn't end up going because Chris gave me a reading that said you might die if you go there. This is not funny. I'm only laughing because I'm kind of kidding, but I literally was asking, is it safe for me to go to this place? And he was like, nah, girl. Nine of Swords in the Tower came up. It's like, well, following the Fool. I was like, all right, I'll fucking stay home then. Thank you very much. I'm going to keep showing you. Okay, for Beck. Could I ask if I'm going to get a visit from my supervisor this week? You sure can. The answer is kind of, I don't know. 7 of Cups. Don't you love this little guy with his horns? Because I do. So I feel like this is an I don't know because I'm answering that as a yes or no. But then I have 2 other cards to kind of play out as well. So this says it's possible. And then the belief card comes up. So if it's something that you're concerned about, just know that, stand in your convictions, whatever, if it's a good thing or a bad thing or a worrisome thing that your supervisor is coming or not, just stand in your power and what you know is the right thing. And then also, very interestingly, I feel like there's a lot going on here. Surrender. So you got 2 of the bonus oracle cards. This is just like in the moment. It's not forever. These are kind of opposite things, like belief and surrender, a little bit, right? A little bit opposite. Oh, and look, this is the baby horned creature of this thing. Possibly. Stand in your convictions and know that whatever you believe right now is the right thing. And then in the moment, you may need to surrender. So, I'll tell my husband sometimes when he's stressed about work, I'm like, it's just one conversation on one day. It might be a really maddening conversation. You don't have to invest in it. You don't have to super engage in it. You can just yes or no, or simply answer the question that's being asked of you or do the thing that you've been assigned to do, but you don't have to get emotionally attached to it. And that's what I feel like this is. So, aside from it being something, morally wrong, then, surrender to that one conversation or whatever it is. If it's the opposite, if it's something super positive, and they're coming to praise you or something like that, then believe that you deserve that and surrender into, maybe they're giving you a break or a raise or something like that. And, you just accept that, because some people do have a hard time thinking they deserve the best or better than what they have going on at the time. I hope that makes sense. Let me know, and I'm going to pull an oracle card for you as well. Yes, please send me anything. To be clear, I did not use those words. No, he didn't. It was a beautiful, thoughtful reading, as it always is. And he sent me a glide, and it's amazing. But no, it really, I really wanted to go to this thing, and I was just really kind of doubting. Ryan got a little kind of iffy about it, and he's like, I'm not going to tell you no. I'm not your keeper. I'm not going to tell you no. He's like, but I'm kind of worried. And I was like, damn it. And I think it was partially a test. I still asked Chris about it, but I mean, I didn't go, and I really wanted to go. He told me, Ryan said, pull cards. And I said, I'm going to have Chris pull cards because I'm too emotionally invested in it. I wanted to go see my friend really badly. It was her first show that she had choreographed and produced, and of her original work, I should say. She did a fundraiser show way back in the day. It doesn't matter. Anyway, she's an incredible person. She's an incredible dancer. She reached out and invited me, personally, one-on-one. I just really wanted it. But I do think it was a test, partially about listening to Ryan's advice, because a couple years ago he said one little thing and I was like, no, it'll be fine. And then it was not fine. It was not fine. And I think about that a lot because that's one of the things I learned from that experience. And it was on the same day, 2 years later, the performance. And I was like, nope, last time you were worried about something, I said not to be. And then we did it anyway. And then everything was terrible. So I'm going to listen to you. And he said, pull cards. And so then I sent Chris a message, blah, blah, blah. And no, he did not say I was going to die. Does Max say bro? He does sometimes. Ryan is not a super fan of it because he's like, your mom is not your bro. That's not very polite. But sometimes when we're playing around, I'm like, every once in a while. And he will say it just about a situation. If he sees something on TV, he's like, bro. Yeah, it is real cute. Okay, yes, those were the books. I have a set. Barnes & Noble put some out about 10 years ago, and I bought them all. Ramon is here. Hello, and happy Mother's Day to you and everyone. Ramon's video, #1 tarot card, he speaks about his mother, and I always remember it, and his father as well. But it's so sweet, and you all should watch it. I love the friendly innocence of that deck. Okay, so then, I'm still not to the bottom here. Okay, awesome message. That's great. Deanne's interpretation of what? Universal test, the worst. Okay. Right? I was like, nope, I see you. I see you this time. I'm going to give up something I really want. I'm going to listen. Look, Chris's cards do not lie to me, y'all. So when I was like, should I go to downtown Detroit? And he was like, 9 of Swords and Tower. Not going then. I will stay home. Thank you. Thank you. I got over it. It was hard, but it was fine. And I had a great weekend. Anyway. Hello. Elvia's here. I don't know how to put a piggy in the chat because, well, I'm sure I could do it on my phone. But anyway, thank you for hanging out with us. Let's do an oracle for Beck. I'm going to switch up to a different little deck called, I don't know if this is, I don't know. It's a Holly Oddly deck, and I'm confused because there are so many, and a very sweet friend of mine gifted me like definitely the entire like rainbow collection box set. I don't know what it's called, forgive me. This is another part of it, a divination deck. Holly Oddly, the Hidden Hand Society presents blah 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 blah. Okay, Tammy Pie's on it, thank you. Oh, perfect. Tony is doing the tarot normal spread from last night. That's amazing. I did see that notification. I'm awful and I haven't been able to watch Ginger in so long. Oh, let's pull this out and do an oracle card for Beck's reading. Is this one of the cards? This is the front. Okay. So thank you, my sweet friend. Remember when I opened a box of like 25 decks? All from the same person? Remember that? So Beck's oracle card is, though yours was full of oracle cards as it was. Oh, this is like a number card? Hold on. Okay. Oh, the wilted rose. Okay. So I feel like something's dying away here. And this makes me think of the Seven of Cups more than it makes me think of the oracles, even though something, man, I want to do like a full thing on this. But that surrender part too, it was interesting because the Seven of Cups had the ball, like they were going to like choose the cup. If I were you, I would meditate tonight or whenever and think about like that ball in the cup. It's like at the fair, you know what I mean? Like playing that game, because I feel like something is fading away here, but everything's kind of neutral. Like, what is it that's fading away? Okay. Making sense. Okay. Plus, sevens are just, aren't they the most mystical number ever? It's about trusting. It's about intuition. It's like sevens are the umbrella of all the other numbers, kind of, you know? Okay. Anyway. Oh, I have to choose my next gig. Okay. Okay. Remember that belief card. I was super thinking about the Lenormand star when I was getting ready to come downstairs for this. So maybe that's part of this, because then that belief card came up with all the stars and it's like, what is the thing that you really want? Okay. Oh, born in 73 on the 17th. I also have been thinking about the year 1973 a super lot. I was born in 83 and pretty soon, like I think sometime this year, I'm going to make my like altar, like not tarot tube, but just regular YouTube name, because I have a review to give online, like rating a business, a law firm. And I can't use my real name on it. I mean, I could, but I personally can't. And I need to do that. And then I think I'm going to keep that name when I'm out in the interweb commenting on things that are related to the reason I needed a lawyer. And anyway, I keep thinking about I know what my other name is, but I keep thinking that it needs 73 at the end instead of like Deanne Brooke 83. It's going to be this other name, 73. And I don't know why. It's just in there like that. I'm back. I don't know what I want. It's okay. There's still time to think, because that Seven of Cups is saying, you know, that that's what you're doing right now and that it's okay to do that right now. Think about it. Yes, incognito. Sometimes your umbrella protects you. Sometimes it blows inside out. This is true. All the Eurovision excitement. Okay. Does anyone else have a question? Did I miss anyone? If I did, I'm really sorry. Let me know if there's anything else you would like to ask. This might, speaking of Hershey's scavenger hunt, for those of you who don't know, Hershey, the shadow reader, does every other Saturday a scavenger hunt. And there used to be a tag about this where someone would list prompts and you would record yourself finding the prompts on different cards that are in your collection, right? So now Hershey has taken this and made it live, like head to head, and each person gets, I think, 35 minutes to find 20 prompts, and the lists are different for person 1 to person 2, all this and that. The people in chat can help. There's a timekeeper. There are judges in the chat. It's super fun. But also when I watch it, it is really, it makes me really anxious. Because half of them, I'm like, oh, I so know that. And the other half, I'm like, oh my God, I have nothing that's even like that. I can't do this task. But this could be a great little deck to have at hand. Because they're just random stuff. You never know what she's going to ask. The weeds. The mouse in repose. Y'all. If she says, show me a buried mouse, I got it. The column. The snake. The hourglass in time. This was one of them. She asked for an hourglass, I think, in the Chris and Richie matchup. The pointing hand. Okay, it looks like a little bit. But it's not. It is someone pointing, but the perspective of the picture looks like they're being flipped off, but it's really not. It's like this. Do you know what I mean? The bat. Ryan's upstairs playing Breath of the Wild. Bonaventure, good fortune, established 1846. Thank you. The cemetery gate. Chris says to Alvia, the act was really funny. I voted for Ireland. Give me an Irish non-binary witch singing metal pagan music any day. In saying that, I was really happy for Switzerland. They deserved their win. The sundial. So on and so forth. Okay. Any other questions? Any other things we want to talk about? Should I just show you a couple other decks I brought down today for the fun of it? One of them is the Enigma deck by Daniel Martin Diaz. He has a new oracle coming out. It might be called the System Oracle. It might be called something else. I cannot remember. But I want it. And I'll probably get that and Earth Magic Tarot at the same time because I'm in love with it and I don't have it yet. His Enigma deck is one of my favorite things ever. What's this about? An extra? But do I leave it in? So here's like a cover card. It's not really part of the deck. I have it turned around backwards. But anyway, this is great. If I could find the smaller version of this someday, I would love it. But this is great. Another great riffler. Black core, thin linen. It's really nice. The moth, the scorpion. I've gifted this deck to a couple of friends because I want them to love it. I love using this with charms as well. Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Earlier I experienced a spirit echo of the last person who sat on that white couch behind you. Does that signify anything? A spirit echo of the last person. Okay, so literally the last person that was on it was probably Vela. That is, hold on, let me get a super modern, gross chair out of the way. It's not gross, it's really nice. But that love seat was my mom's. Though the picture I remember of it most is at my grandma's house. And I think they purchased it for my mom when she got engaged. I think her parents purchased it for her, and then it was at my grandma's house for a while until she moved out. I believe that is the situation. But that did live at my grandma's for a while, and then it lived at my mom's, and then we moved back in with my grandma when my mom and dad had my brother because we had a tiny little house and we needed another room. So we moved back in with my grandma for a few years while they saved up money to buy their own house because the first house was just my mom's. And yeah, so possibly. I love to hear that. It's a great little deck. If you're looking for an interesting oracle that isn't, I don't even know if this is imprint anymore, but you can always find things on secondhand Facebook pages for cards. The spaceship dripping blood down into the lungs. I mean, everyone needs this card, right? If you're looking for an oracle that isn't like a happy, positive, not to say that this is negative, but it's just a neutral, balanced kind of playing ground. And I love it. Might be something you're interested in. Good times. I think this was on the cover photo too. And I wanted to bring some things that I had in their knowledge card. I do show this a little bit in my hashtag how I use Oracle too, which Chris started a long time ago, and you should all do it. More people need to do it. I need to check. I haven't seen any, I haven't checked lately, but it's a great tag. Tammy Pie. I love a weird Oracle, right? Something a little different. Yes, it is a true Mother's Day sofa. Yep, that's right. I'm going to put this up because sometimes things disappear from chats years later when I'm trying to find something. Okay, there's that. There's that. Anything else? Does anyone else need or want a reading? Or should I let you go and go hang out with my cute little family? What do you think? This I must have put in here. Questions, comments? Next Saturday, we get a date night for the first time since December 4th. I don't know if I'll be here Sunday or not because I'm not sure what time we're picking up the kids, and they might just need extra mom time, Vela especially. So I don't know if I'll be here next weekend, but the following one is Memorial Day weekend here, and we'll probably have plenty of time for me to be on a Sunday. Did I cram all these in here? Oh, please give us a community card for the week. That's a lovely idea, Pamela. Tammy Pie, gotta go pick up some sushi. That sounds amazing. Enjoy that for sure. Let's do a community card. Great idea. I love you bringing play into the day today. Well, I'm so glad. I wanted to do just something fun and light before we shadow walk. And I thought Mother's Day Channelversary is a great time to do this. Let's go. Here, I'll use more things that I had out. Can I use everything that's on the table? Oh, we didn't look at the Lennies. We'll do that too. Okay, watch what we're going to do. Donna, hello. No apologies. You're here all the time, so please don't worry. Thank you so much for the lovely wishes. Let's have a sip before we do this giant collection of using all the cards I have left. community reading. Okay. 4-hour week. Yeah. 4-hour week. Beautiful. These out. Oh, wait. Are these spread cards? What's happening? Oh. Yes. New Choice. New Choice is gorgeous. I mean, are they the best backs ever? They might be. Oh, I didn't pull that number. I say number card. It was like, I just remembered. In that little mini divvy, I pulled out a card that was like telling what the numbers are when I was reading for it back. And I just shuffled it back in. It's fine. Next time I'm just going to read it. Next time it's going to be part of the reading. All the numbers are belong to you, is what I will say. Okay, we're pulling a Lenny to go with this too. Pamela, is this what you had in mind? A 5-card weekly look ahead? Because that's what we're doing. Beautiful. We're almost there. 2 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we will have used everything I brought down or had down today. This is the true me. This is what I would do every time if I had the choice. It's funny because I do have a choice. Tom, we did your reading and the short answer is yes. And it was a great reading, if I do say so myself, and you should go check it out. I put your question up on the screen when I did it. It was 8 cups, Hermit, and King Pence. Oh, the drum roll, Elvia, thank you. It's the longest drum roll. Are these the best backs ever? Are they? I just want this like here. Fa la 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 la. And a Mildred. Because she's my favy. Okay. This mess of cards down here. Ryan loves it. He really doesn't mind it. He's being so very gracious of me taking over his Zen table. This is the best. Okay. Sandy is playing Sonic in the other room, and I can tell he's underwater because I keep hearing that stressful countdown music. Like Sonic's running out of air. This is my life, like hearing them up there playing the games. Okay, so here we go. This is beautiful. Okay, I didn't see the moon card. I didn't look at whatever this is called. Spirit de la Lune. Okay. 8 of Cups from New Choice, Tarot de Marseille. So it is time for all of us to turn the corner and head off on some new path this week. If you've been waiting for something that needs a little shift, another little fork, now is the time. I'm sorry that I don't have the book down here, so I can't tell you what these flowers mean, but they're blue, and so that's always a bonus. Looks amazing. Looks like calm, healing, taking care of your heart, and going in that new direction that's going to just help really get you truly shifted into something new. However, feel free to do this at a snail's pace. As long as you pivot down that path and start making that new plan, it will be okay. This is from the Antiquities of Magic Oracle. The backs, am I right? Of all these cards are incredible. So do make the shift. You can do it at a snail's pace. It's okay. Then from the rustic Lenormand, we got the letter card. So keep an eye out for some kind of notification or email or piece of mail, some information coming to you, right? It doesn't have to be a literal letter. Keep an eye out for something that maybe doesn't seem related to this shift but that might actually help you on the path. Think about how that information coming to you might help you along here. And then we have the waxing crescent for my Channelversary, which is awareness. So again, kind of like this, keeping an eye out for some notification, some information coming your way. This could even be, I mean, I get really woo when I read this, like, a dream or meditation, a vision you get during meditation, just some notification, some information coming to you from an outside or higher space. Higher, it's whatever. It's just your more knowing self, and she's not really higher than you. She's right there with you. Waxing crescent. Oh, it's amazing. And then last but not least, the fire, right? So this is all sort of slow growth. And then we do have the waxing crescent and then add the fire in, then really move to get things done. Maybe at the end of the week, right? Or next weekend, like really take the full time and do what you can, make that new change. And then when you really feel it click in, then you can add the fuel to the fire. Yeah. Do we love this so much? Should we start doing obnoxious mixy readings? When I say obnoxious, I mean it in such a loving way because this is my real card life. This is what I do around here. So anyway, it is a cool week, Pamela. Thank you for being you. And thank you for being here. Thank you for requesting a community read because I think that was lovely. Now let's do the Regina post shuffle on a couple of these babies before we get them back in their little homes. Okay. Thank you all for hanging out and celebrating with me. Thank you for being here for 4 years. I super love tarot time. I just really had no idea I did have an idea that I would meet really cool people when I started this because I already knew most of you from other chats. So, did I know that you were going to come hang out with me though? No, we have a really super supportive community, but I don't know. I didn't know. I was like, people might think I'm crazy, and some of them probably do, but my people are here, and that's all I wanted. So thank you so much. Thanks for being real life friends. What else? Okay. Not going to get super sappy. This box for Spirit de la Lune is like lush. It's got like a memory foam fucking bed in it or something. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, Donna, my reading for myself this week starts with the tower. I like yours better. Well, you know what? I've had a couple friends, some that are not in this tarot community, but I had a friend of mine draw the tower for herself the other day, and she's getting really frustrated about all that. And she had never heard about like the being the lightning part, right? If we think about the tower as one of the divine lights, that like Justin has spoken about and that Chris has spoken about, and I'm sure others as well, that that you are the lightning, that you are the change, that you can be, right? And it may be that that's the case. Also, I like to think of Elle at Sacred Seed, and she says the tower is one hell of a victory. So let's embrace it because that's why we draw cards, right? So we know what's coming up. So we know what the potentials are. Yeah. Could be time to go to shift in that 8 of Cups. It might be a little bit like a tower. The tower is not always going to be pure devastation, right? Like it can't be every time. It can't. So I hope it's a light tower moment for you or that it's a really empowering one. Let me go back up here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You are welcome. So very welcome. Thank you for being here for 4 years. I love your face. Thank you so much. It's so fun to be here. I'm never going away. Sometimes I switch to the Lenormand meaning of the tower as something to climb to get perspective. Yes, and that's a great one. See what that snapshot is before it all crumbles down. What is it really that's all out there? What is the perspective, right? I know he's saying switching and not before it's crumbling, but I'm just kind of mixing it all together. Thank you all for being here. If you all are not subscribed to Star Seeds and Soul Fractals, please do that. Lots of cool stuff going on over there as always. Don't reserve it, especially for a mundane reading. Right. And it really is like we always try to fix it. And sometimes it's just like, ugh, it's whatever. Beautiful corner of the internet. Thank you for hanging out with us. Oh, well, you are so welcome. Putting these cards back. Post shuffle on the new choice. Okay, I just have to do that while you're here because as soon as I click this off, I just bail. I leave all of my stuff and I just go away. Okay, I love you guys lots. Thank you so much for being here. May or may not be here next Sunday. I'm kind of thinking it's more likely I'll be here the following Sunday, which will be Memorial Day weekend here. So we will see. Whenever I'm here on Sunday at 2:00 again, we will shadow walk. So if you don't want to be here for that, I understand. It's going to be a little dark. But the whole idea is how do we work through this? How do we work through these things, these challenges in our lives? Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. I love you lots, and I will see you soon.